I'm not gonna read everything in his voice all over again. Selling door-to-door subscriptions when I saw the man. I must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. Actually, you can press on everything, can't you? I'll just make him talk that more. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know, he just seemed kind of strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. I've forgotten his voice already. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of the crime.
He was like, oh!
The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next?
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought.
I see. And what happened next?
Thinking a stranger looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see.
And I'm a nosy Nancy.
Isn't it only human to want to peek? These chocolates are gonna be a little bit noisy, don't you think? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
True words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did pain cut him off so quickly?
So you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead.
She was dead?
Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Wait, no, I should especially...
Why do you want to press everything?
Because they might say shit in there, in the thing that you press that is contradictory to what they say.
But we already know the contradictory thing.
Oh, so you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yeah, no, nothing. What happened next? Fucking no fun allowed.
I'm sorry, damn.
However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Yeah, right, you freak.
Okay, I'll press it and then I'll do it. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Seems really confident.
How convenient.
1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him.
Thanks, Gavin. Hold it!
It's too many buttons for me to even use my brain. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Well...
I'm getting more lines on my face, help!
Alright.
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
No. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sott, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lines.
Lies.
Did I say that?
You said lines.
Oh, oops.
See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now!
Would you care to give your testimony again? Little freak.
Go on, little freak. Say it.
Go on, little freak, give your testimony.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Likely story, the power
but
was
it was
out!
3- Oh, that's you. That fucked me up.
No?
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Nice try, bitch! But that makes no sense!
Whoever's pointing a sniper rifle at his head, just take the shot already.
Yeah, dude, why is it a black light?
Cooler.
Oh.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. I mean, anything he said should be able to be contradicted. It was probably coming from the television.
Yeah.
I should be fine to say that the power was out. But if I get it wrong, it's gonna be fucking dumb.
It should be fine.
Okay. That's fine, the music stopped. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well...
Why did my hair jump off my head? The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sod?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now!
Mr. Sod, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the beginning. These constant contradictions are harming your credibility. Correction, sorry, but contradictions worth it too.
That's not my line.
That, and you seem rather distraught.
He just has the wiggles. My apologies, Your Honor!
You're in court and some dude's like...
I would just assume he really needs to pee. He's thinking he should have did that before, but he's really regretting it now, so he's sweating so bad. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sod. Let's hear your testimony. Once more, please.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it! There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yes, the murder weapon! The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Where? You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Damn, we're really getting hooked up on this one thing, huh? Couldn't even get it right from the start.
So what do we actually have in here?
You have the murder weapon.
We do.
It does say the time on there.
I fucking saw that the BS key is to go back, and I was like, oh, the bullshit key? And I realized it's the backspace key.
Right.
I didn't hear it, I saw it, even though you said earlier that you heard it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock.
A table clock.
A table clock? Was there a table clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it.
Jeez. The murder weapon. The murder weapon? Yeah, it's the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. I think we're supposed to... Do you need to get water?
No, there's like a... it's like a swallowed in dust or something.
Yeah, water would help if you want water.
Okay.
I think we're supposed to present the statue because it doesn't mention being a clock. It just says it's a statue.
Oh, true.
My buddy dying. My good buddy. Just dying over there. Oh my god. It's like when I used to work at 7-Eleven, my coworker is a heavy fucking smoker. Oh my god. And then we had customers that like came up to the cash register and they were like, oh my god, there's somebody like, they're like dying in the back, are they okay? And I was like, what? And I like went to the back of the store and she's just in there like I was like, oh no, that's Pauline, she does it all the time. This is it's good. You in my room is an obstacle.
Yeah.
You can take this off my desk, put it underneath. There, give it a little bit more space. A little bit. Okay, let's present this statue. Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You, with your objections and your evidence! Just who do you think you are?
A lawyer, sir.
Just answer the question, Mr. Sot. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock!
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock.
So it's a song from our trailer!
The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
No, I guess Larry's guilty.
Yeah.
Sorry, Larry. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction!
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Because you're lying! You went inside the apartment on the day of the murder! Oh yeah? Prove it! Go on, call him! Call him! Call him! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. It was the sound you heard!
Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? What's going on? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face!
He's about to shit himself. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard no, I mean...
Yo, that's stinky.
Shut! I hate you! It was him! I tell you, I saw him! He killed her! Then he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Yes, kill him.
Order! Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
Ew, it's yucky.
We didn't clean it off.
It's still covered in blood.
I asked the court to listen very carefully.
I think it's 8:25.
Oh, that's you. Sorry.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Wright!
Saw it.
Sorry! Try to talk your way out of this one! You forgot one thing! Oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder?
Because you went to Paris, yo!
If you can't prove that, you don't have a case!
You're an idiot!
He's right, how am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close!
Phoenix getting my brain done! Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yo,
No, I
You
don't!
didn't even give me a chance, Your Honor! Yeah, Your Honor.
This means
a
I
pussy-ass
cannot let
bitch.
you indict the witness. Unfortunately, I do hate him.